Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's do
welcome
it.
to the pandesoul podcast. I am here with my co-host EJ Villamin and the fictitious professor. Also, we have a drop-in guest, Savici herself, right down there. I hope I'm pointing in the right direction.
Other
This
way.
way.
That's it.
Ooh. Up, down, left, right, BA, select, start. Jess, do you know what that is? You're too young. Do you know what that is?
No.
Up, down, left, right, BA, select, start. Oh my gosh.
Don't do that to me, Trey.
That hurts my heart,
too
man.
young.
What?
Uh,
I don't even think it's
That
an
is
age thing.
cheap,
It's like
though.
if you played video games thing.
no, dude. Like, the young people, like, you're doing great. You're doing great. We love having you here, Jess. Damn it. So today's episode is as a Filipino American or a Filipino living in America, the experience of returning and revisiting the Philippines, the Balikbayan experience. Do you have you been back to the Philippines, Jess?
I went for the first time when I was 15.
Okay.
So that was culture shock for me because I've grown up in San Diego my whole life. So, and we went straight from the airport to the province. So
you didn't even get like a refresher, like an appetizer thing.
No,
You went.
we did not.
You went straight into the dinuguan and all the like weird stews and stuff.
Street taho, yeah, that's what.
Ooh.
Yes, no hot water. Like that was definitely different for me. But it was cool.
Interesting.
You just described like it's wild because you just described everything I probably wouldn't enjoy in terms of like disparities. You're like, oh, no hot water, and I was like, but it was fun. Like it was good.
Yeah, I thought that it was cool. Fish pond, fish in the morning, fish at night, fish in the afternoon.
Wow,
Nice.
Oh, that's good. Mercury's kind of good for you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's my favorite
I
sailor.
love that.
Mercury.
Anyway, that code is from a game called Contra. And when you entered this before when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, you would go to a room and you would pay to get into this room, and they had video games, right? And it was called an arcade.
And
And
I've heard of that from Wreck-It Ralph.
Ow, dude. Yikes.
Yeah, not from Tron.
Right.
Kidding.
Oh,
Yes.
that was fun. But anyway, each game was like a quarter. So you like quarter and then you would play. And if you're like Kevin, you pass 2 levels and you die. Right? He just said in the chat. But if you entered up, down, left, right, BA, select, start, which is called the Konami code, you get 30 lives instead of like 3 or 2.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So you play, and if you're bad like me, you still die after 2 levels and 30 lives, but it's okay.
Solid. Good to know.
Yeah. So if you ever come across, an archaeological dig site and find an arcade, you can play more than 3 levels.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about you, EJ? The Balikbayan experience going back? Have you gone back?
The last time I went back was 2012, but I was supposed to go back in 2020. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. I used to go every 4 years, ever since I was 0 years old. No, was I 1?
0 years old.
1, 0. So 1, 5, 9, 13, and then I think I went when I was 18. But yeah,
you just went on your Fibonacci numbers?
yeah. Every prime number, no, Fibonacci. I went on Avogadro's number. It's crazy. Yeah. So,
do you remember Avogadro's number?
6.23. Then there's more, times 10 to the...
No, it's 6.02.
No, you lie.
Is it 23 or 02? But it's
Oh,
times
gosh,
10 to
I
the
don't know.
23rd.
I don't know. I'm so far removed from high school.
You learned it in high school? Dang. I was a chemistry major.
I
Do you know what we're talking about?
But
Jess?
yeah.
Are you-
Yeah.
I'm here.
think Jess might know.
No.
Avogadro's number. I was right. 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd.
Oh, it's 022. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I got the 10 to the 23rd right though.
Yeah. Because I had to constantly use that number in my daily happenings. I don't know.
Gosh, chemistry. That's amazing.
Yeah, dude. I was a
Good
chem
job.
major. Oh, what about you, Fick? The
Yeah,
Balikbayan experience.
my last time, actually, my last and first time was in 2015. And I also was supposed to go in 2020. But yeah, 2015, it was like what was that? 7 years ago. It was like October 2015, because then that was my mom's 60. It was like her birthday too, so she hadn't been back in 30 years. So it was like culture shock for both of us.
It was her
So-
Avogadro's number birthday.
Yeah, I was like, how old did she turn? I think she turned 60. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's crazy from Manila straight to, because my family was living in Dumaguete at the time. So then, like, that's in the Visayas. Because my family, my mom grew up in Cebu.
Yeah.
So, like, Cebu
Oh.
City. So it's kind of like easing. And then we were there for a full month. So it was like, really got to like experience a lot. Kind of.
Yeah. So I know myself, I was actually born there, but I haven't been back since. And it's just like one of those things where my parents are like, yeah, we can go to the Philippines or we can go to Las Vegas. You know what I mean? So like that was like
Right.
the trade-off of like, let's just
Yeah,
go to Vegas and have a good time
Right,
there.
right.
But it's I've always heard stories, and like, you know, over the years I've accumulated like tips on what to do, what not to do when going back, right? So for example, they're like, oh, make sure you have them. It's you have to code switch at the proper time, right? Like if you're ordering food or if you're ordering like anything edible, you put on your Pinoy real fast so they don't rip you off or they don't try and rip you off, right? But if you're talking in another situation where you like, I guess you want to try and impress people, then you speak with your American accent. You know what I mean? Have you? Let's start with Jess. Have you ever had that situation come up or a story like that where you had to code switch in order to prevent like a thing from happening or getting something like a little extra because they think you're a local?
Right. Wait. After I answer this question, I have to go, but I can't code switch because I don't know any other codes other than the English.
Oh, I see.
I can't.
No,
I
that's
can't.
wrong. You know the Konami code now.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
You see how
It's the most important code.
There it is.
30 lives.
But yeah, no, I can't do code switching because I just don't know any other way to speak than this Valley Girl accent I have.
Dude, hell yeah, though. That's good for you because it's like, you know that's you, though. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Like identity crises are like, oh, am I?
I guess for
Is-
me, like what my parents told me is like the way to code switch is like I either talk or I don't. Like you just stay silent the whole time or you speak because that way they'll know if I'm not local, if I do talk. So they just told me to be quiet.
Oh, that's wild.
Do you ever like accidentally switch into an accent at least?
I don't, because like I can't even formulate an accent. I think that it sounds wrong if I do it, but I can depict a Filipino accent if I hear it.
Oh, you can like identify it.
Right. But if I'm asked to do it, it does not sound the same way.
Yeah, you just sound like professional all the time. That's that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
You sound like a. I'm trying to pinpoint this accent or like the way experienced the way you speak in other parts of my life, and I think it would go to. This is also very no offense, and I'm not trying to offend you, right? So,
Oh, damn.
because you know how people go no offense, and then they try and
Yeah,
offend
yeah.
you. I'm not doing that. I'm like
No.
associating it with something else, and I
Yes.
feel like your voice sounds like the leader or the president of a Filipino organization in college.
Okay.
I could hear that.
Okay, I definitely hear that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, okay, I like can code switch like with other people that speak English, but not in like
Mhm.
Filipino situation. Because like
Right,
if I'm
right.
alive, I do speak like this, right? But you know, I'm like with my girlfriends, it's like, oh my gosh, literally, you know. And then there's
Dude.
like,
When you leave, that's how the three of us talk.
Pretty much.
Like
We're
literally,
hard code
you
switching
know?
for your benefit right now.
actually, totally.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, really.
What
Yeah.
college did you go to, Jess?
It's a college here in San Diego. It's a JC.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
Were you the president of your Filipino org?
I was not. But,
Word.
yeah. Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
This conversation is interesting, though. I will listen.
For sure. You go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, that
This is
was
great.
Jessica, aka Savici, who is a host on Community College and
Yes.
recently has done a lot of work with UCI and Balikbayan
Hey,
tying
UCI.
because
Yeah.
EJ used to be in Cabo. I don't know if it's like a
Oh my
for life
gosh.
thing, like blood in,
Yeah,
blood
he's
out.
from
So,
Cabo.
but EJ is a guy from
Oh gosh,
Cabo.
that's crazy. I love that. Well,
Yeah.
it's so good to have this conversation, y'all. Continue
Yeah.
to work. All right.
Yes, thank you
Peace
so
out.
much
Nice
for
meeting
stopping by,
you.
Jess.
Peace.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. Now that she's gone, no, I'm just kidding.
Finally.
No, she's great. I love Jess a lot. All right, the Balikbayan experience, right? So, like I was told that, you know, I hear all these like things about the Philippines, and when I go back and to plan to do things, right? So, next time y'all go, what are the things that you want to do for sure?
Think you wanna
I know
start, or me?
I know for me, because I was there with family, right? So it was
Yeah.
like my mom, like I said, mentioned she's 60, then my uncle who's like a year younger,
Yeah.
and then my Lola, I think she was in her 80s at the time, and then actually one of my titas was also traveling with us, and she was like in her early 70s. So it's like they got tired, like we would go somewhere and they'd take a nap all day, and so it's like just me hanging out. Like we went to Boracay, and as soon as we got to the hotel, they just like napped, and so I'm just like there by myself, trying not to get like kidnapped. So I'm just gonna sit on the beach, because that's what they were scared. They're like, don't go too far, because then you know they don't know what's gonna happen to me. And it's like I don't know what's
I
gonna
feel
happen
like
to me
now
too.
though, if we planned a pandesoul trip to the Philippines, none of us are trying to kidnap us, bro. Like I'm so big and y'all have full beards, like no
We're like looking all
no one's trying to
Polynesian.
kidnap none of us.
Right, but that's literally what my like I was like fine, but that's literally what my family was like. You'll get kidnapped, whatever. Just don't go too far or be safe. So I definitely would want to go with friends who are like they know the spots to go to and like all the like bars, clubs, and anywhere like where there's like a scene. Because I have a friend who grew up in Manila, and her brother plays in like a cover band. So I wanted to go see him. But like all my family was like sleepy, and so it's like I didn't want to go by myself to like try to figure out where to go. So, you know, yeah, just I would definitely go with friends for the next time for sure.
Yeah, it's wild because like some things that are very recreational here, they have a totally different vibe in the Philippines, right? Like for example, I love going to karaoke spots, right? But if you go there and try and do karaoke, I feel like you need to be built a little different. You know what I mean? Like they
You'd
will
actually
boo
be
you like you're
decent.
at the Apollo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, man. What about you, EJ? What are the things you for sure want to do when we plan this pandesoul trip to the Philippines?
Oh, dude, just like Fake, I would love to go with friends.
Yeah.
I've always been with family every single time. I have
Oh,
family on both my mom and my dad's side that are over there. And they have, my dad's like one of seven and my mom's like one of five. So, it's like we have to make dues with like the other half that's over there. But
Yeah.
as a family, we've never really, really gone to resorts. It was always Manila, well, actually straight to the province, just like Jess, and then sometimes in Manila before we leave before we leave back to the mainland. But we barely go out to like resorts. Like when Fake went to Boracay, I was like, oh man, like that sounds like fun. I want to know what that's like. Like the most that we've done was like we've kind of Airbnb'd before Airbnb was like a thing. Like we'd rent a big ass house in like a different part of Manila, and then with pools, and have like all like 60 people come in and just use the pool and whatever for one night, and then leave.
It's like the equivalent to going to Disneyland and bringing baon, bro. That sounds like.
Yeah. I did that though, but I mean,
Hey,
I used to do that too, and it was never fun. I hated it.
Oh, it's not fun as a kid, but it's hilarious. Like growing up,
Oh, as an adult,
and like
it's
using it
banging.
now. You're like, oh
Right,
man, I
like-
have rice with this turkey.
yeah. Bro, that's
No,
amazing.
you're in line, and you're like, I
Turkey
got
fried
a
rice.
spam and pandesal sandwich, bro.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh man. Oh,
It's
Would
like
you
a
say
$60
you're
turkey
hungry?
leg. You gotta make that
Yeah.
like, last.
Turkey fried rice,
Everybody.
dude. You're out here making freaking churro adobo and stuff.
Churro champorado.
Churro temporada. That's it.
Dude,
Oh.
that sounds bomb though.
Hey,
Oh,
Disney, grab
maybe
that.
that's something we gotta create, bro. We do a
Yeah.
pandesal pop up. Gosh.
Yo.
Oh man, I'm eating some buns next
let's
time.
you know what? Let's get to like episode 5 before we start planning more stuff out.
Right.
So when going back to the Philippines, I through Kumu, which is great, that I've met a lot of people over there, and now they know I'm from LA, and they know I have friends that are from LA that are on Kumu, and the question's like, when are you coming back? When are you coming back home? And I'm like, yo, if I go, you got to get me into some kind of trouble. You know what I mean? Just like a little bit
Yeah.
of trouble, just a little patis, man. You know what I mean? It'll go a long way. And I think, like myself, I do have family in the Philippines. My entire dad's side of my family is in the Philippines, and he's the oldest of 6, right? And those people got kids, and some of those people got kids. You know what I mean? And
Right.
so I think my plan is I'm gonna plan like a month to a month and a half trip. Okay? I'm not gonna tell them I'm there until like 1/3 in. Like I'm gonna do 2 weeks and just not tell nobody, except for like my friends and stuff, right? Don't put it on Instagram. Don't put it on nothing. I'm gonna go for 2 weeks and just live. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm like in the middle of the 2 weeks, like after the first week, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm coming to the Philippines in a week.
Bro.
Get ready to house.
Dude, that might get messy because then they're gonna ask for all the pasalubong from the States, but then you're already there.
No, I'm gonna have it packed already. Like it's gonna be like a you don't get to choose type thing. I'll be like, yo, this is what I brought.
You thought it out. You thought it out.
Yeah, I thought it out, and I'm like, okay. So this is my plan, right? Let's say it's a 2-month trip, right?
Okay.
It's a 2-month trip. I want to live the first week with just the people I went with, meeting up with no one, like solo dolo.
Yeah.
Like if it's the 3 of us, let's go explore. You know what I mean? And then second and third week, I'm like, all right, let's go hit up our people and let's go live.
Yeah.
Like let's see what that's about. And then the last like week, I'm like, okay, family, I'm here. I'm gonna drop off. I'm gonna visit all the burial grounds or whatever. Pay all the respects, hang out, and then I'm gonna just Like last couple of days is like shopping, and then boom, let's get out of here. You know what I mean?
Dang.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to make sure. Shout out! You got to make sure to leave extra space in your baggage because you know you're
Right.
coming back home with some plates.
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
All
Ooh, so-
the pasalubong.
oh,
Yeah.
those plates, those
All
indestructible
the plates, bro. What
Yep.
were you gonna say, EJ,
Awesome.
about the plan?
Oh yeah, there's just one variable that I'm just kind of afraid of.
Okay.
Is if you're gonna tell your parents that you're going, because you know how parents be chismosa, all that
Chismes.
stuff. Dude, they're gonna slip it. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Dre, he's gonna be going to the Philippines for about 2 months, starting in July, and then
This
bam.
is how you play that. All right, here's the answer. This is how you play that. You go, ma, pa. I'm gonna go to the Philippines. I'm gonna visit the family. I'm not gonna tell them I'm there until halfway through. Yeah? If you tell them, I'm not coming back home with nothing. You ain't getting from the Philippines, bro. Your pasalubong is pasalugon.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You know?
You gotta soundboard
So
that.
it's incentive, you know?
Yeah.
Dang, I'm
You know
sure
what I mean?
that
'Cause,
they
like-
are they're upset about the dried mangoes that you're gonna bring over.
Dude, I'm gonna be like, and I'll give them in front of other people too. I'm like, Tita, this is for you. Dried mangoes from the Philippines. Oh, Dad, you told your sister, so these are going in my mouth, and I'm just gonna eat them in front of them. Like, see what you did? This hurts me more than it hurts you.
Trust me.
Keep your mouth shut.
I'd love to see that. Yes.
Yeah. Is there any crazy like site touristy things you want to do in the Philippines?
Honestly, not really. I just want to party, bro. Like, I just want to see what the lifestyle is like. Because I did that. I like went out to some clubs that my friends like brothers have owned, and I went there with my family, and that was a lot of fun because
Yeah.
$10 can get you so far. Like so many drinks, but
Yeah.
but yeah, I think it's just like a really fun like environment that I want to be in, and like it's
I feel that.
like I'm not trying to.
Yeah, but
find
like you got to
anything.
do stuff during the day too, EJ. Like there's nighttime stuff. But what happens when you wake up, bro?
I wake
Just
up in
hang
the
out
club.
at the
What are you
mall.
talking about?
Hang out at the mall. You're gonna hang out at the mall for a month.
Hang out at the mall for the AC.
Exactly.
That's what everybody does.
You're like,
I'm gonna
oh, what do you want for
take a
breakfast?
jeepney.
Potato corner? Let's go.
Yeah.
You know what though? I do want to go see the crazy like Roman Catholic churches
Oh, okay.
because I heard like
The
the
one with the
architecture
statues
is
with the
wild.
gold hands.
Yeah,
The golden
bro.
hands. Yeah.
Dude, that's real. I also want to
Yeah.
see. This is like kind of weird, but I've always heard stories about it. I want to see that Passion of the Christ thing.
Oh, that village that does the crucifixion.
Yeah, dude. I just think that's wild. Like I feel like if I only got to go to the Philippines once and I missed that, I would be so upset.
Yeah, no, it's close. We're in Lent right now, so it's like a couple more weeks. I feel like
Yeah,
they do that during Lent.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm not gonna
Leading
go
up to
soon. I'll hit
Easter?
the next one.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah,
I'll let it come
2023.
around.
Get
Easter.
you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let it come around for a little bit. But yeah, is there anything crazy like that do you want to see?
Yeah, when I was there, there's like a area where you can swim with whale sharks. That was like super random and like it's kind of cool, but like it's this fish that's bigger than you, and it's like you get in the water with it, and it's like, oh, okay, I get it. But you have like 10 minutes, so it's like, okay, I saw it. What else can I do? But I think that'd be cool. Like I'd do it again, just because it's like super cool and super random.
Yeah.
And like, seeing some like waterfalls and maybe some like nature things. Would be down.
Could you imagine approaching a visit to the Philippines, but with the level of gall that we as Californians have? Like, you're gonna go and see this beautiful waterfall in the Philippines, and like out of nowhere, you post Hold on. My idea is like solid. I just got.
You just gotta articulate it.
Yeah,
You're
it's so
inciting me.
stupid. Like you
I'm
see this
excited.
you hike through a jungle and you see this like beautiful waterfall and you're like, hey, you have to record it for Instagram, and the song that you're using is just like all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
And I'm just like,
Wow. Oh,
right? Or like you.
But it's like I feel
would,
like you can't post a waterfall without playing that song. Like
Right.
yeah.
I've never seen anybody on anybody's Insta story that there's like a waterfall. It doesn't like it always has that song playing in the background.
Right. Or it's like, I feel like, okay, this is let's play a game, and we kind of know each other fairly well. Not crazy, but let's go around and you say what Instagram story you're gonna see from each person.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
And I feel like my first one is like a really dope picture, blurred background. It's EJ in a sando, right? With a freaking it's like a bag of soda.
A plastic bag of soda.
Yeah.
Plastic bag of soda, and it's just like
Stupid.
That's not fair. You have the sounds. Oh,
yeah. I just feel like that is for EJ, and then I feel like Fake is gonna do one where it's like let me look for a thing. It's gonna be like beach, palm tree, and like looking off to the side, but the camera is like from underneath. That is like
It's under beard.
Under the beard. So you're like looking at it like that, and sunglasses, ball cap, and just like
man.
with like the sunrise, bro. I feel like that would be your Philippines Insta story.
Dude,
Ooh, that's a good
I think
one.
I actually have a picture of that when I was in the Philippines.
Stop.
I gotta look for it.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
All right, EJ, you go next.
Okay, so what I see, Dre, I see in the Philippines, at least when I went, there was always these places within the province where you'd have all these computers lined up. It's like pretty much like the internet cafe.
Yeah.
And then I could see Dre just sitting at the internet cafe playing like, I don't know, Counter-Strike, looking at the camera and just being like,
The CSGO.
with all the kids that he's kicking their butts.
I don't
Counter-Strike.
I don't like how when you said that, like I know what Counter-Strike is, but like when you said that, it sounded like a weird expansion to me.
Counter-Strike?
Like see,
Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike of the third kind.
And then for Fick, this would be so cool. Actually, I feel like this could really happen. Like it's a 2-part Insta story, right? Like Fick would be like watching a live cover band, right? Like just the singer and the pianist, right? And then the next story is him actually being the pianist, backing up the singer, and I'm like, oh man, and it'd be Dre. Dre's actually gonna be recording it because he's the one there with. And I'll be cheering him on. I feel like that's what happened. I could see that.
For sure.
Yeah, I can see that legit happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Or
it'd
it's
be good.
us. We're gonna be at a bar with a piano or a keyboard, and
Yeah.
we're gonna be like sample. And then
I know.
you just go and play.
Just playing
Bam.
Just Friends, and then everybody sings.
But not me and Dre, because everyone else is gonna boo us. 'Cause we're,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
You play My
Yeah.
Way and start a riot.
Ooh. You are my sunshine.
Yeah.
What about you, Vic?
Yeah, I think for you guys, I think Dre, I'd see like wife beater, short shorts, slip chanelas, and then eating like street skewers, like quick, and like
Oh, I'm
Yes.
down, bro.
barbecue.
Get me a
banana
bag
queue.
of soda. Let's go.
Yeah. Just like sitting there on the street,
Yeah.
plate full.
Dude,
And
I
then
don't look. I don't
EJ.
wear shorts often, but if I do, I want them to like barely cover my junk. Like,
Yeah,
you know, you're gonna go out. Like, if you're gonna go out,
yeah,
you're gonna
like
go
a
out,
three
you
three
know?
inch 3 inch shorts,
Yeah.
3 inches.
hot pants.
Right?
3 inches is all you need.
Guys out, thighs out, baby. Let's go. Like some tennis shorts, bro.
Yeah, but like super faded because
Oh yeah.
it's the house clothes.
It's a very specific color. It's like salmon, but you know at one point they were red. You know what I mean?
Salmon.
Yeah.
Or it's like green, but you know at one point they were black. Like
Yeah. It's like that dark, dirty green. Like,
that's the
God.
color
Yeah.
palette. It's just like
Yeah.
faded, stressed shirts.
oh yeah, that's it.
It's like a shiny green, but
Oh.
That's hilarious, dude. I want to make this trip happen now.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like I'm missing out.
yeah. And then
Right.
EJ, I think I see your story just like club after club after club after club.
Damn.
Just like
Dude, okay, EJ. I feel like if you were to do a club Insta story, bro, like it would just be you at like 4 different clubs during the night, right? And it's just you like this, but then like at each club, your button gets like slowly.
there it is.
That's it. I'm gonna say that for
And
next
then,
time.
and then like eventually you're like shirtless and you're just so gone.
But then there's like nobody behind you. It's all these like empty clubs.
That's it. That's when you know you're having a good time. Yeah,
Have
we
you
will.
ever worn a barong with no undershort?
Yes.
Have you really? Just to like see. Or-
just at home to try it out.
Yeah.
Jonah
See, I have no
Genzon.
knives. Yeah.
Yeah.
Barong but pasties.
Clean out, where's your
wrong,
nipples? Yeah.
That's so wrong. That
You
would
know how that
be, you know what?
shapes.
That would be EJ's Insta story.
Oh,
Him
dude, it shapes so hard.
in a barong with pasties just for the
This
photo.
is the sun, the Filipino sun on both.
And it'd be like
Filipino sun faces.
onlypants.com.
I know.
It's like a parody of those IG models and stuff. Oh man. Now we have to go to the Philippines, y'all.
Now,
Yeah.
I just
dude.
booked the flight right now.
Yeah.
We're
So
flying-
no, we're
flying
actually
PAL,
planning
Cathay Pacific, or
Cathay Pacific.
Yo,
It's
even
gonna
air,
be called
though?
Barong.
It's good.
Barong.
Dude.
Okay, it's pretty good.
All right, EJ. We know
Yeah.
you're about this life, bro. Right? This like party life. And listen, when you go, I want to be there. You need to be
Yeah.
like my Sherpa, right? Because we
Yeah.
want to do it
Oh,
with
no.
you for sure.
Oh,
Right?
you guys are.
And here's the thing. There's like when you go to the Philippines, bro, there's like, yeah, you're gonna get into trouble, but then you can also like get into trouble. Right?
Oh.
there's like a oh, you can have a good time or you can have a good time. You know what I'm talking about? Are you interested in that like extra 10%? Are you like, you know what? We're here. Let's go.
To be quite honest, that part scares me.
Does it really?
I'm very scared. I'm very scared of that part.
Like I feel like that little extra 10% is like the same extra 10% if you go to like Thailand. You know what I mean? That extra.
See-
Is that like the life? Or are you trying to stay on the 90, like the 90 of the good side?
Well, here's my thing. If I'm there in the Philippines, I'm going 100%. That extra 10% is just going 110%. Do I need to be outstanding? I'm okay with being excellent and having 100%.
Oh,
So it just depends on the group.
fake.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like ride or die. However, I don't know how. I mean, I'm there to like watch and observe and make sure that nobody like dies or like gets into like too much trouble.
Yeah.
At least like follow and trail.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm open.
Word.
What, like...
Because you said it depends on who you're with, and I'm so down for this extra 10%.
well,
like if we're gonna go, I want to go. You know what I mean?
I'm down,
no,
I'm
but
down
I feel like if the opportunity arose, or it's like, hey, you want to go to this spot? I'm like, I kind of want to go to this spot right now. You know what I mean?
I'll go by myself.
So, no, it's just be like, yo, just wait outside the door. So, like,
I mean, me and Fick look like bodyguards, right? So,
Right.
yeah,
That's true. That's
they
true.
can treat you like royalty.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Right. I do want to check out like the showbiz scene out there.
Right.
Same, totally. I want to see what those game shows are like. To be quite honest,
you want to? I'm trying to get on Wawa Wee, bro. Is that
yo?
Dude, that'd be
That's
so much
for sure.
fun.
For sure. Trying to get on that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Do they still do that?
I don't know. Like, ako ay bigatin. Like, I don't. Like, I remember they had like the thing over the this, and they had to like slap something.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Hep, hep. Hooray.
Hooray.
Hip, hip.
Dude, I saw a TikTok. I saw this stupid TikTok, and it made me laugh so much. Oh my god! But it was like of a woman, and she was like, "Women are not accessories to your plate," or something like that, right? She was doing like the claps, and then dudes are like, "Men are not bags for you to spend," and so Filipino guy was like, "Hip hip."
Wow.
Oh my god, it's so dumb.
Wow.
Gotta send
But that's
that.
Like, yeah, that's not fair.
I think like whoa. That's like our style of humor though, right? Where it's like you take something so serious.
Yeah.
Like people are so passionate about it and you just make fun of it. And it's not meant to be offensive at all. It's just like applying our experiences to something that is so serious and so inappropriate. You know what I mean? Where it's like you know, if they're doing like I don't know an example, man.
Oh, that reminds me of my god sister. Like her and her family, like she's like they're all Filipino. So the family was hanging out, and they were watching Divergent, and so like okay, cool, whatever, watching it, and then so there's like a scene came up where like the girl's making out with somebody, and then one of the titos is like, oh, I guess she's not gonna die a virgin, huh? It's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? It's like, that's not the name of the movie? Die a virgin?
Oh my gosh! I just put that together. Oh, never mind. So we used to own a video store, right? Mm-hmm. We used to own a video store, and my dad. So we inherited the video store from another business, right? So all the inventory we inherited, and then obviously we ordered new stuff as movies started to come out. But we got old Filipino movies, and this one was like, okay, in the Philippine cinema world, there are these like movies that are borderline like bomba, but it's like a movie. You know what I mean? It's like a pornographic clip, but the story's longer. The story is
they don't skip that part
the whole time.
There's more at stake
because you want
in between the
you
scenes.
want to know what happens.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. But anyway, there's this video, and I'm assuming it was about a prostitute, right? But the title of the movie was Prosti, right? Prosti, right?
Yeah.
And my father, during Christmas time, put it up on display. And he's like, it's a Christmas movie.
Bro, what?
It's like, oh, it's about Christmas.
There's a snowman.
Frosty the snowman.
There's it's cold out.
It's cold out.
See, you can see it. It's cold. They're cold.
Oh my gosh. That is hilarious.
Like, where did he
so
post it up? Like, on the top? Like,
Yeah.
on the top
No,
display?
like it'd be
or
like, you know how they have new releases? Where it'd
yeah.
be like Spider-Man 2, like
Yeah.
Or, like,
Medea's
seasonal
family
releases.
reunion, and it's like Frosty.
Bro.
Look, she's wearing white. It's like so let's go back onto the topic of visiting the Philippines, right? We talked about the sites. We talked about all this stuff. One of the main reasons we kind of go and travel is the food. What are you? Because so we've grown up under this like lens of being Filipino American, right? And we've eaten a lot of our cultural foods, but you feel like the timpla is different because we're here. You know what I mean? Whether they're like the toyo tastes different there, but you know what I mean? Like the ingredients have to taste different. What are you excited to compare and contrast with the stuff here?
So I don't know why I thought about this, but you know how we have ampalaya here, right? The bitter melon, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I see ampalaya, I always want to tell myself I will like it this time because I hate ampalaya. Every time I try it, I hate it. But I'm always gonna give it a chance, and it never works out.
It's like candy corn.
For some reason,
Yeah.
candy corn's good. Come on. At least the top part, like the white part, the white part of the candy corn. The orange part,
just the tips.
Yeah, the JTT. Yeah, it's. I want to see what the ampalaya in the Philippines is like. For some reason, maybe it'll be better. I don't know.
Like you think everyone, like you think in the Philippines it's just amazing, and everyone like is just like, yo, ampalaya is so good, and then they get it here, and you're like, oh, the Philippines is better. Like I feel like they do that with a lot of the foods, right?
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
It's like backtracking. They like backtrack all the time, where they're like, well, in the Philippines it's better. It's kind of like this, but it's just you know.
But it's
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would you
Yeah, I
even
get that.
recommend it here then if you knew?
Yeah, I want that. I want like because I'm down for any food to be honest, but like I want to have good ampalaya. There's some reason why my parents keep cooking. My mom keeps cooking it. It must be really good in the Philippines, but it's just trash here.
Like they're just chasing this like imaginary dragon.
Yeah, imagine dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine dragon.
Could be.
What about you, Vic?
I know. I really want to try, like, lechon from Cebu.
Dude,
But
same.
the vendor needs to have like 3 teeth or less. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's got to be soft and tender so he can chew it, right? That's like the stipulation. That's how you know it's gonna be good.
You're such a...
And he's out there with like all like the lechon, like using it, like turning it with his whole body, 3 teeth. That's the guy. That's the tito, man.
I feel like if you're not squatting while you roast a lechon, you're doing it wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like you gotta squat.
Yeah, whole
You
body.
gotta be like missing a chinelas. You know, you got
Yeah.
one on and a sock. but it's like your daughter's sock.
Yeah. I saw this video of a like guy making lechon. It's like the remnants of like a burned building, so it's like part of a wall, and then
What?
the lechon on the bamboo is like up against the wall, so it's at an angle, and there's like the coals underneath, and he's like turning the spit.
That's
And then he
how
has like 4 pigs going on at the same time, so he's using his hands and his feet, just like turning everything.
Oh my god!
And then his assistant's doing the like sausawan with
the base.
the soy sauce to make sure it's like dark. So I'm like, that's the guy.
Funny.
That's the one.
That's the guy you want. Yeah.
I can imagine he's like, "Oh, we lost our house, but we still have our lechon.
We still have our business.
I know.
Just rotate.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Narding, bring this house.
Yeah. I know.
Kumusta,
Dude,
Mars?
I want to go.
Dong, bring the dong,
Dong.
because it's in Cebu.
Oh, Cebu.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to go and I want to take photos of all the puns of businesses.
Mm.
Oh
They
yeah.
always be naming their businesses like pun names.
Right.
And they're so good at it too.
Yeah.
They are. One food I do want to go and check out. Dude, I want to see what the Topsilog is about out there. Like if it's different, because that's my favorite. But I want like a legit taho, dude. Like a street taho.
Mm.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean? And the guy serving the taho needs to like, and I'll still probably eat it. He needs to be fucking like smoking a cigarette and put it out in my taho. Like I feel like that's the guy. He's like, you want? Okay.
That's
Yeah,
extra.
Yeah, pay for that, dude.
You just do all the local stuff. You go and you buy a single cigarette from some
Yeah.
from some
Try to
kid.
find a Lucy from the Sorry store.
A loose cigarette and like a street taho where you got to bring your own cup. Like you got to bring it out.
Dude, I want to try some of like the different moonshine that they have. What's it called?
Lampanog.
Lambanog.
Lambanog. I want to try
Yeah.
like different lambanog. Like
Yeah,
not.
bro.
I just want to see what that's like.
They sell it at Seafood City. It doesn't taste very good.
Dude, that's just patis, man. Like it's gotta be.
I drank out of the wrong bottle. I'm drinking soda.
Yeah.
Why is this
there's
lambanog
a
sour,
chili.
bro? Why are you putting chili in your lambanog?
I don't want some chicharron now. Yeah. Oh,
Dude.
yeah. I think I want to try like that local lambanog.
Definitely down for like one of those nights where it's out on the street, pulutan, and just like drinking, dude. And just like people watch. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like they come over, they're like, "Hey, Tagay, come here, like take a shot."
Yeah, bro.
And I'm just like, "Oh man, I don't want to take a shot from strangers, but that's really cool. It's really cool that you're asking."
Like I brought my own cup. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't trust your cup, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I feel like I think that was definitely one of the nights, and then like definitely trying to hit some clubs. You know, you want to do the beach thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that whole trip, dude. I am not gonna drink any water.
Yeah, because you're gonna have the runs. You have to drink bottled
Yeah, I don't
water
want
instead.
dengue fever, bro.
Yeah.
Either that or like also I feel like there's so much like cultural things I want to experience, right? Like like if I'm gonna be on an island, man, you better bring me a coconut every morning. I'm gonna drink out of this coconut.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a yaya.
Oh, dude. Okay, time out. Now I had an idea. Because you said right? How much would it cost? Why are you shaking your head? This is gonna be genius.
Okay, go. Go, just go. Say
Before we get to the Philippines, I'm gonna tell my family to go hire some kid. One for each of us, right? And his whole job, we're gonna pay him very well because we have dollars, whatever. We're gonna pay him to follow us around and just like pampay us, just like with a big ass fan and just like
Dude, we're gonna look like Jabba the Hutt in like the
No, bro. Like we're gonna be like, I'm gonna name my kid Bai. I'm gonna be like Bai. Yeah. And then we're gonna go. It's just fanning. But like, how
Dang,
boss
okay.
would that be, bro? We're in Jollibee and some kid is like,
Bye.
bye, bro.
Dude, the only pie that I want is like the peach mango pie. I don't need no
Peach
plum
mango.
pie.
The buko pie.
Oh,
Buko pie.
buko
So-
pie.
Bro, are you saying if
Bye.
I hired my own pampa, you don't want one for yourself? Because you're not gonna borrow mine, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna take the AC car. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, bro, it's a
Just have my
different
electric
level,
fan.
bro. Because
My electric fan
because-
that I plug into the cell phone to walk around.
bro, imagine being the one that goes around your neck.
The
Yeah,
USB fan. Yeah.
yeah. It sprays a little water.
Yeah.
It like mists on like an interval.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, I'm saying like,
Yeah.
look, imagine you're at the club, it's hot. I'm just like, bye. Sir,
Dude,
Ma'am sir, okay, sige.
I'm sir. Bossing.
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 Dude, come on. Out of here. And look, we're gonna feed like he's basically gonna kick it with us. He just got a job to do, you know?
Right.
I mean, yeah, if he's
I can see that.
He's getting paid
he's
very
getting
well.
Paid really well. Yeah.
Yeah, he can buy as many loose cigarettes as he wants.
Yeah. He could have his own Pumpai kid.
I know.
Yeah, oh dude, that's baller.
That's messed up.
My Pampai kid has his own Pampai kid.
That's how well I pay this dude.
Another food that I want to check out, bro, that I feel like is very different from here. Controversial. I want to try balut from the Philippines.
Why is that
Dude.
controversial?
No,
How- yeah,
okay,
how's
so
that
here, this is what I think, right? Everyone's
Bro.
talking about
Okay, yeah. You go. Say your
Everyone's-
piece.
okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about balut, right? And I'm like, oh man, it's wild how like people demonize it. You know what I mean? And they demonize it because it's been on Fear Factor and all this stuff. But when I've tried it here, it's just been okay. You know what I mean? And I feel like the Ampalaya effect, everyone's talking about the balut from the Philippines, and that's gonna be fire, bro.
Yeah.
From like a street guy who burned. I don't know why we always like picture
Oh, yeah,
like, whoever's
It's
serving
the
us
same
food.
guy. His day
It's the
job is
same-
lechon. His night job is the bro. There's a balut association. When I had balut in the Philippines, he had the polo. It said balut association. He had his whole setup like at night. As soon as the sun was down, tables, chairs, the like plastic
Yeah.
ones. And they brought
Ladders.
it out. He asked like, "How old do you want the egg?" And then
Dang.
afterwards they have the like bottles of like detergent and soap so you can like wash your hands.
Dude, that
That's
is-
gangster, dude. That's
dope.
prepared. That is prepared
Yeah.
right there. And I feel like that guy, he like this fool will always burn his fingers, but he'll get you your balut like exactly how you
He's got-
want it.
He's
Yeah.
got calluses on
Yeah.
both tips.
I'm like,
Yeah.
sir, use the spoon. You have one there. He's like,
I don't have any more fingerprints.
"Bilis nito." He's like, oh, this
Yeah.
is faster, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I feel like, yeah, I do want to get balut from the. I feel like the street food, because we have a street food experience here in LA, right?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it's great. It's good. It's like all the scents and all the tastes from what I feel like come from the Philippines are there, right?
Mhm.
But I need all the extra stuff that comes with it. You know what I mean? I need to eat. What is it? I need to eat our scaldo out of a bowl that I don't think has been cleaned that properly. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not saying it hasn't been cleaned. I'm not saying but I feel like I would question it still. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'd be like, did he wash the bowl? Right. Right. Or I wanna burn my fingers on some like hot asteron because these fools handed it to me without a napkin. You know what I mean?
Or the banana leaf.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been another episode of the Pandesoul podcast. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed the conversation, and I hope you got some good tips about going back home to the Philippines. If you want, you can watch our previous episodes on Spotify. Just look up Pandesoul Podcast. But join us next week, and we will see you here. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.